In this final installment of our series, early humans reach a turning point in history. After countless migrations, dangers, and hardships, they find a place where they can stay. Here, they begin to gather the first grains, cultivate simple fields, and shape the land. Hunters become settlers, and the camp becomes a community. With each passing year, their knowledge grows. They observe the course of the sun, the rhythm of the seasons, and the behavior of animals. They realize that nature signifies not only danger, but also sustenance, shelter, and a future. The first small fields emerge, carefully tended, day after day. If you enjoy this journey, just like the other videos, please support the channel with a like, a comment, and a subscription. And be sure to stick around until the very end, because things are going to get really exciting during the recap we'll be doing. In the gentle light of early morning, a new chapter in human history begins. After generations of wandering, hunting, and survival, our ancestors discover something that will change their lives forever. They find a land that offers them more than mere shelter, fertile soil, rich in wild grains that return year after year. For the first time, they realize that food need not only be sought, but can also be preserved. People begin to gather seeds, sort them, and sow them in sheltered spots. What at first seems like chance soon becomes knowledge, and from knowledge emerges a new way of life. Here, in this place, the first spark of something greater is kindled, the idea that one can stay. With each passing day, their understanding of the land grows. They observe which plants grow fastest, which soils retain moisture, and which spots are sheltered from the wind. From simple sticks, they fashion their first digging tools, with which they loosen the soil. The work is arduous, yet they realize that every movement is an investment in the future. Soon, they begin marking small patches of ground, places where seeds are placed intentionally. The people learn that regular watering, protection from animals, and removing stones increases the yield. Split branches and sharp stone blades become tools crafted specifically for this new task. Hunting remains important, but it is no longer the only path to survival. Over time, another idea emerges: storage. They dry grains in the sun, keep them in woven baskets, and protect them from moisture. For the first time in history, they can preserve food for weeks or even months. This ability changes everything. It brings security, it brings stability, and it gives them the freedom to invest more time in their community, in tools, in shelters, in life itself. With each attempt, their understanding deepens. They notice that some seeds sprout faster, others need more sunlight, and some thrive only in moist soil. These observations become rules, and the rules become knowledge passed on to their children. For the first time, something greater than a single life emerges, experience that endures. Their tools become more precise. From sharp stone splinters, they fashion blades that they attach to wooden handles. People begin to work together, not merely for the day, but for the future. The fields become a place of cooperation, rather than of hunting. These simple implements enable them to cultivate larger areas. And then, perhaps the most important idea of this era appears: storage. They dry grains, keep them in woven baskets, and protect them from rain and animals. For the first time, they can preserve food for long periods. This new security changes everything. They no longer need to move on. They can stay. And here begins what we now call civilization. Now that we have reached the end of our journey through human history, let us take one last brief look back. Part 1, Human Origins, has occupied minds for centuries. According to the findings of modern anthropology and archaeology, the evolution of humanity began approximately 6 to 7 million years ago in Africa, when the first hominids diverged from our common ancestors shared with modern great apes. A significant species in this evolutionary lineage is Homo habilis asterisk, which lived approximately 2.5 million years ago and is considered one of the earliest ancestors. Part 2, the First Revolution. The First Revolution, often regarded as one of the most significant in history, is the Neolithic Revolution. It marked the transition from nomadic hunter-gatherer societies to sedentary agrarian cultures. This transformation began approximately 12,000 years ago in the so-called Fertile Crescent, a region that today encompasses parts of the Middle East. Through the domestication of plants and animals, humans were able to secure stable food sources for the first time, leading to population growth, the development of villages, and ultimately the emergence of more complex social structures. Part 3, the birth of fire. Fire, a phenomenon that has fascinated humanity for millennia, is both a symbol of destruction and a beacon of civilization. The birth of fire is intricately linked to the ancient times when early humans first discovered its potential. This monumental discovery likely occurred when lightning strikes ignited dry vegetation, sparking curiosity and fear in equal measure. As humans learned to harness fire, they gained control over their environment, using it for warmth, protection from predators, and cooking food. The ability to create fire marked a turning point in human evolution, fostering social interactions around communal hearths and paving the way for technological advancements. Fire became a tool that not only shaped the landscape but also ignited the flames of innovation, leading humanity from the darkness of ignorance into the light of knowledge and progress. Part 4, the First Hunt. The first hunt is a fascinating subject, often explored in literature and film to depict the transition from youth to adulthood. In many cultures and traditions, the first hunt is regarded as a significant ritual, symbolizing courage, skill, and the capacity for self-sufficiency. Historically, hunting played a crucial role in the survival of our ancestors and was often a family endeavor, with knowledge and techniques passed down from generation to generation. With each passing day, their understanding of the land grows. They observe which plants grow fastest, which soils retain moisture, and which spots are sheltered from the wind. From simple sticks, they fashion their first digging tools, with which they loosen the soil. The work is arduous, yet they realize that every movement is an investment in the future. 6. Rivals in the Twilight. During the Stone Age, various groups of prehistoric humans lived, often organized into villages or settlements. These groups were sometimes in competition with one another, whether due to resource scarcity, territorial claims, or cultural differences. Such rivalries could manifest in various ways, ranging from trade disputes to open conflict. Despite these rivalries, however, the exchange between groups also contributed to the development and dissemination of technologies and ideas. Part 7. Traces in the Dust. The Stone Age, spanning the period from approximately 2.6 million years ago to around 3000 BC, was an era in which early humans began to craft and use stone tools. These tools are often the only physical evidence we possess for understanding the lives and culture of these early humans. Archaeologists analyze these traces in the dust to gain insights into the hunting and gathering practices, social structures, and migration patterns of that time. The birth of civilization refers to the historical transition from nomadic hunter-gatherer societies to sedentary agricultural communities. This development took place approximately 10,000 years ago in the region of the Fertile Crescent, which encompasses parts of the modern-day Middle East. The introduction of agriculture enabled humans to settle permanently in one location, leading to the emergence of the first villages and cities. Thank you for joining this journey through the origins of humanity. If you enjoyed this series, consider supporting the channel with a subscription, a like, and a comment. It helps the project grow, and ensures you won't miss the next documentary. And stay tuned. Up next is our new series exploring the era when the computer was born, humanity's second great revolution.